Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a statics website in AWS with a public subnet in custom Amazon virtual private cloud. And I'm going to convert this architectures into the implementation. So let's talk about that in architectures. This is all about that in AWS regions, and I'm choosing that North Virginia. After that, we have one VPC. That VPC have two availability zone 1A and availability zone 1B. And at the moment, I'm just going to target that only one public subnet and inside the availability zone 1 and connecting with a router with help of internet gateway, and user will be accessible with a public IP address or a public DNS. So let's go and do that by example in actual. So first of all, you have to log in into AWS. Click on the service, type on that VPC. You'll be see that in VPC. Click on that, otherwise you'll get that in a network. And here uh, you'll be see like that. Click on that in your VPC. Click on the create VPC. Put the my VPC 01. Put the CIDR block 10.0.0.0/16, because we cannot put that in less than 16 and beyond 24. If you want to go through that more about the CIDR block, see that in my other videos. Let it be as it is. Don't choose that it in dedicated, otherwise it will be dedicated hardware and it will be cost more. I'm not going to use that in IPv4 6 CIDR block and all. So click on the yes create. Or VPC is created with by default one root table. So you should say that this is the root table which is by default one, and CIDR block is allocated and local. There is no subnet, no propagations, nothing is there at the moment. So next step, we have to go to the create the internet gateway and click on the create internet gateway. Choose the my internet gateway 01. I'll just mention that in 01 create internet gateway. Created by default, it will be there in the detached mode. Click on the actions, click on the attach to VPC. So with the internet gateway to VPC, there is a one-to-one relationship is there. Just go and click on the attach, and you can perform by that in a command line as well if you want. You can choose that in operating system, but I don't want to. I want to go through that in a GUI first, then we'll see that by command. Click on the attach. Now the VPC is attached with the internet gateway in second step. So if you'll see that now our VPC is attached with the internet gateway. Yeah, and by default this is not a default VPC. With help of that we can identify is that VPC is default or not. So this is the default one. I'm not going to do anything. So now VPC is created, internet gateway is created, route table with default route table is also created. What we have to do, we have to go and create the custom subnet. So my pub subnet 01, I'll just put these ones. I'll choose the click on the respective VPC. So this my VPC 01 is the my one, and I'll choose the availability zone 1A, because in architectures if you'll see that, and I have choose the availability zone 1 and my public subnet, and we created internet gateway, we attach with the VPC. Now our root table is also created by default, but we'll create the custom one for attaching it. Now I'm going to choose that inside the block 10.0.0.0/24 and click on the yes, create it, because I don't need that much of a bigger IP range. This is just a public for hosting the statics website. And so our public subnet is created, and by default root local is attached with that. Network ACL is there. If by default allow and deny it there. If you want, then you can go and define allow and deny it. I'm not going to do that because I'll cover in that in next videos. So our public subnet created. I'm going to create the route table now. Click on the route table. I'll choose the my custom rt. I'll choose the VPC again, custom root table and VPC associations 1 to 1 only. Click on the yes create, and now we'll associate it. So custom root table created. I didn't do anything in man, let it be as it is, don't do any change. Yeah, and come over here, like in custom root table, click on that in root associations, click on add another one, choose that in 0.0.0.0 slash 0, and click on here, choose the internet gateway, because this is the public one. We have to go through that in internet gateway. Click on the save, and all we have to do in the custom VPC, click on the subnet, click on the edit, click on this checkbox associations, and click on the save. Now our uh, uh, public subnet is associated with a VPC. So if you see the following subnet have not been explicitly associated with any root tables and are therefore associated with a main root table. Now nothing is required, everything is done so far so forth except one. Click here, come all the way down, edit DNS host name, otherwise the host name will be not display. Oh, so we have to, before click on the your VPC, click on edit. By default it will be there is no, click on the yes, click on the save. All done. Now what we have to do, we have to go and launch that in EC2. It will be located in the compute domain. Click on the EC2. Click on the launch instance, come all the way down. I'm going to use the free tier and choose the Amazon Linux. So I'm going to choose the Red Hat Enterprise. Click on the select. After that, I'm choosing that in a T2 micro as a free tier. Click on the configure. Select that in our VPC. Subnet is just selected. If you want, then you can choose it. Let's say enable the public IP address. Let it be as it is default. I'm not going to do that. In you can choose the number of instance whatever you want for cloning purpose, and so forth as well. I'm going to click on the advanced. I have a user data. I'll click on that, and this will be just pasted. So user data is nothing but just I'm installing that in HTTPD and creating one HTML page inside that in HTTPD vrww/html index.html service https start, and I'm making sure that service is configured and usable once the instance is a start. So come all the way down, and in that in user data just paste this command, click on add a storage, let it be a storage actually add tag. I'll just put that in name for identifying that, and this is that in babe01 server. I'll consider, click on that configure security group and create the security group. Let it be allowed to everyone for now, or you can choose that in a best way to choose the my IP address for especially for SSH. Otherwise again there is a issue. I'm not going to do for now because this is just for the videos. I'll choose that in SG01, and I'll put that babes SG under S W babe 01, and let's put the G here, paste it. I'm going to, we have to enable that in HTTP port as well, and let it be enabled for everyone. Click on review and launch, come all the way down and click on the launch. Let it be as it is. You can create a keep here, just click on the my keep pair 01, click on the download, click on the launch. Keep this key for safe place for logging into the server. I'm not going to log into that. And click on the view, the instance is running, and if you'll see that, you'll get that in public DNS and private public IP address. Copy this IP address, click over here, click here and type it. This is the public IP address. So we are going to see that in our website soon. Once the server is at least running, just wait for that. Now server is running, so wait for 4 minutes because that an Apache and YUM update going on, so it will take some time. all done. So now we got that in welcome design and developed by that in Kumar tutorial by example.com, and what we place that in our user data. This is all about design and developed by Kumar tutorial by example.com. So we are able to see that in our website, and the user is going to be accessed by that in IP address and all. Still, in this is that just a beginning design and just utilizations of how to create a custom VPC along with a public subnet and access it. So the considerations it will be there. We can attach in the applications load balancer, route 53, and put that in highly available with the auto scaling. We'll put the some security like in WAF and all. These are the open. We can create the private subnet as well, where we'll put the database layer, bastion server for logging into that, and many more are still open for that in next sessions. So please, if you like this video and my these blogs, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you very much for that.